Hi guys, welcome back. This video is actually a different one. It's not a makeup tutorial, nor is it an anti-aging, but I believe that it's something that a lot of women should discuss a lot, especially if you're around the age of 30 and above. I think that we should talk about this as early as now. And it's sad because during generations before, like my mom's generation, they didn't have this parang avenue to talk about this. This is none other than what I'm about to talk about is perimenopause. Bakit bigla kong gustong pag-usapan Simply ito? Because hindi siya madalas pag-isipan at pag-usapan. I mean, feeling kasi ng mga babae, lalo na sa age ko, is parang silang nasisiraan na ng bait, parang silang hindi nila naiintindihan the changes that go through their bodies prior to actual menopause. And I believe that when you know what's happening to your body, you become informed first, and then you would know what to do. You won't feel helpless. And another is, hindi ka magpapanik. And whatever is happening to you, you will be able to easily accept it. So perimenopause, I'll just talk about probably three things kasi sobrang dami niyan, no? One of which is yung health, yung biglang tumataba or weight gain. And it seems na parang hindi na nagwo-work ang calories in and calories out, yung calorie deficit na tinatawag nila. Simply because our hormones are starting to become out of whack, if I may use that term. And what women should actually start doing probably in their 30s or mid 30s so that it becomes already a lifestyle is they should start doing things that would lessen the inflammation. Kasi ang kalaban talaga ng perimenopause and going towards menopause is inflammation. Parang everything is tumataba, nag-gain, parang lumalaki, lumalaki yung tiyan, lumalaki yung hita, everything. And one of the things that actually helped me through this inflammation is fasting. I cannot stress how much fasting has done wonders for me, for my skin, for my health in general, the visceral fats that are, nasa may bandang middle ko. If you're going to start fasting, there are so many things that you could research on the internet. Plus, if you're not really that confident pa, you can actually ask somebody, a professional, to guide you on this journey. And I think there are just four things that you should take into consideration in general, no? Kasi I'm not naman a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, but these are the things that I've researched about and has helped me and has guided me. Kasi hindi na talaga nag-work sa akin ang calories in and calories out. So what I'm very particular about is when I eat something is number one, magnesium, which I can find in foods, not in vitamins or supplements. Fiber, protein, and the type of carbohydrates that I take in, because mas masama pa pala pag kukuha ka ng foods na processed foods, yung tinatawag na processed foods. Mas maganda kung whole foods ang kakainin mo or ipe-prepare mo. Yes, lessen foods that are sweet or yung mga drinks na medyo sugary. Sa totoo lang, no, mas takot akong kumain ngayon ng rice, ng bread, or ng pasta kesa sa taba ng baboy or chicken skin or chicken fat or whatever. Mas takot ako sa mga ganong processed foods na nakinakain. I also noticed that when I started removing these things in my food, in the things that I eat, parang mas lumiliit talaga lahat, everything. I have actually a vlog that talks about my weight loss, and I incorporated these things in that regimen. In fact, right now, I'm doing an experiment on how fast I would be able to bounce back. Kasi I went back to my old eating habits purposely, so that I would figure out how fast I would be able to bounce back dun sa kung gaano ako kabilis papayat ulit. Honestly, when I went back to the old eating habits, parang naramdaman ko mas sluggish akong kumilos, tamad actually akong kumilos, and then parang ang bigat-bigat ng feeling, and then parang I feel that parati akong pagod or fatigue. Anyway, that's the first thing that you have to uh, parang address once you're in this phase, teka muna 'no, bago pa pala ang lahat, before I proceed, ano po muna yung perimenopause? Parang daldal ako ng daldal. Hindi ko muna in-explain kung ano yung perimenopause, okay? Perimenopause is actually a stage sa women's life, okay, that is prior to menopause. And it's usually 10 to 15 years before the actual menopause. Menopause is sa isang taon, the whole year, hindi ka na magkakaroon at all ng menstruation. So, if you've reached that stage, that means you are already entering menopause stage. But perimenopause can actually start as early as 30 to 35. Yeah, that's true. So, going back to history, my mom kasi parang nag-menopause na siya. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, roughly nasa 56 to 58 years old. Yun yung talagang totally wala na siyang menstruation. Yun yung menopause na talaga. So, hindi din niya kasi siguro alam kung ano yung perimenopause. So, hindi niya na-manage ng tama yung health niya, or hindi rin siya kasi aware kasi nga it's not talked about a lot, 'di ba? So, usually ang tendency ng mga babae, nagkakaroon sila ng diabetes, ng cardiovascular diseases dahil meron silang mga visceral fats na hindi nila ina-address. And it's all about the hormonal changes that take place in our body, and we should be aware as early as 30s, in our 30s. Nga akong kakilala, parang hindi kasi sa kanya familiar yung word na perimenopause. So parang nagulat siya na, ha? 42, magpo-43 ka pa lang, nandyan ka na? Parang, teka lang, if 42, 43 ako, I'm already in that stage ng perimenopause, count 10 to 15 years, then I'll probably hit my menopause pagdating ko ng 55 to 57. So, I think I'm pretty much normal. Probably kasi hindi rin alam din nung person na yon kung ano ba talaga ang perimenopause. That's why I want to talk about it, so that people are aware what's happening. Isa pa pala, no, pwede rin kasing magkaroon ka ng mga undesirable diseases like cancer if you don't handle perimenopause well. Meaning to say, if hindi mo na manage ng tama, there are a lot of diseases that could happen in a woman's body that could easily have been prevented kung nag-take tayo ng steps in order to address perimenopause. Honestly, when I started doing this regimen, I've never had thicker hair. Sa totoo lang, di ba dapat may hair loss na pagdating sa age ng ganito? But no, lalong kumapal yung hair ko, yung skin ko mas lalong nag-clear up, and then yung weight ko mas na-manage ko na siya ngayon. After talking about health, yung food, let's talk about skin. So, at the age of 35, I started becoming conscious na talaga with my skin. So, I started putting mga creams, mga moisturizers. But, when I recently had a visit sa isang doctor to treat my warts, my facial warts, bigla niya akong sinabihan na, that was around siguro roughly last year lang. Have you started using retinol? So, I was like, no. And then, she was like, bakit hindi? So, ang retinol pala, the earlier that you start using it, the better. But, here's the clincher. When you start using retinol, you have to also use, eto ha, sunblock in the morning together with vitamin C serum. And when I started doing that basic, yun lang basic muna yung share ko sa inyo, yung vitamin C serum and sunblock in the morning especially when I go out, and then at night, hindi siya everyday. I can't use retinol pa everyday. Hindi pa ganun kasanay yung skin ko. So I use retinol every other day. But sa intervals na yon, I use niacinamide as well and my regular moisturizers. So yon, when I started doing all these regimens, nakita ko talaga yung skin ko, yung improvement ng skin ko, kinompare ko sa photos ko nung 30s ko, and sobrang mas mukha pa nga akong bata right now compared to back then. And then aside from that, I've also done a vlog about it. I also do my anti-aging treatments. It's non-invasive and non-surgical. So if you're interested in that, I'll put the link on the description box so that you would be aware of your options if you want some. I also started Botox when I was 28. Kasi naman, when I was in corporate, yun talaga yung nandun ako sa business na yon, sa business of beauty and anti-aging. So, sakto, may mga free demos, nagpa-botox ako ng jaw. Before kasi I used to be square face. So, yon. So, tapos na tayo sa skin. Let's move on to our third. Our third is the obvious, your periods. You would notice that when you enter the stage of perimenopause, your periods become what you call this, ovulation, and yung actual period nyo, instead of having cycles like 28 to 30, which is in my case, yun yung cycle ko, 28 to 30 days. Very regular ako. Nagiging 26 to 28 na lang. So, nagsho-shorten na siya. Nagsa-start na siyang mag-shorten. Sanay na sanay talaga ako ng 28 to 30 days. And then, when I hit the age of 40, ayan na, saktong 26 to 28. Minsan 28 kasi parang maiisip ko lang na baka stressed ako or something. Pero yon, it will become shorter. And I believe that if you feel pain every time that you have your menstruation, or parang there's something that's off, I think that you should seek professional or medical help, because more often than not, a lot of OBGYNs would suggest hormonal replacement therapy, HRT. You know your body well. So ikaw ang makakapagsabi kung there's something off, there's something that is not right. So ako, I'll always go back on the safe side and have yourself check. Kasi iba talaga kapag ka may nararamdaman kang yung hindi regular, alam mo yon. And if your periods are longer than the usual, you also have to have it checked. Kasi, syempre, hindi yun normal eh. Lalo na sa age na to, when you're in your 40s, tapos biglang may pagbabago, you have to seek medical help or professional help to make sure that, nothing's wrong with you. So, basically, yeah, yun yung three things that we should try to talk about more as women. And yeah, kasama na rin dyan yung dry eyes. Na-experience nyo rin ba yung dry eyes? Bloating, dizziness, nausea, headache, migraines, mga ganyan. It's all part of it. So, I want you sana to comment down below if you're experiencing all of these things. Let me know, and probably let's make a group out of this, or a forum, para we can, help each other out. And ang natutunan ko nga dun sa recent na get-together ko with my batchmates in college is that women should actually help other women, and women should empower women. Because wala eh, if we're going to try to, destroy each other, parang wala, patayan na lang tayo ng patayan. Eh, lahat naman tayo mamamatay in the end, di ba? So, ang sa akin lang is, we need to try and change that mindset as early as now. And if you're not into your health right now, sa kalagitnaan ng pandemic, I think you should consider taking care of yourself na. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in my next vlog. Bye!